In this chapter, we will quickly address some cross-cutting concerns like application security, access control on the infrastructure level, and managing configuration secrets. Application security needs to be a part of the entire development lifecycle to be most effective. The impact of security vulnerabilities is lowest if you detect them early in the process. For example, it's much easier to update a library to a newer version before your software has been released than afterwards. Microsoft uses and advocates the Security Development Lifecycle, or SDL, which describes a process that helps developers build more secure software and address security compliance requirements while reducing development costs by discovering potential vulnerabilities early in the development process. One of the frameworks that the Open Web Application Security Project, or OWASP, provides is SAM. This stands for the Software Assurance Maturity Model, and it is a framework that helps you define and implement a strategy for software security. It does that by providing an assessment of the current state and offering strategies to improve. When using cryptography, use only strong standard algorithms like the Secure Hashing Algorithm, or SHA-256 for hashing, and the Advanced Encryption Standard, or AES, for symmetric encryption. Study the best practices to learn how to apply these algorithms correctly. These algorithms have been tested over and over, so you and your users can be confident that your secrets are safe. Large organizations usually have many compute resources. In Azure, it's possible to manage access to resources using role-based access control, or RBAC. By using role-based access control, you can control whoever can access your resources based on their user account or their role in your organization. You can also control the access that your applications have to resources by using service principals and managing their access. This information is stored in Azure Active Directory, or Azure AD, in the form of users, groups, and apps. When using RBAC properly, you can share an Azure subscription with multiple teams without having to fear accidental modifications to your infrastructure by users from other teams. The roles you can assign are predefined: readers, contributors, and owners. Readers can only view existing resources. Contributors can create and manage resources but cannot grant access to others. Owners have full access to create and manage resources and can delegate that right. By using RBAC, you can assign permissions at the subscription level and at the resource group level. For instance, you can give read access at the level of subscription and contributor access to a single resource group. This way, the user can see all resources in the subscription but can only manage their own. Nearly all software needs to deal with secrets at some point. For instance, if you need to access Azure Table Storage, you will need an access key. From an application security perspective, it's unwise to keep that key in a plain text file. A better option is to store it in a protected store. Azure Key Vault is such a store. It is an Azure service that provides you with a virtual container in which you can keep your sensitive data. Azure Key Vault is not only a good place to store your certificates, you can also use it to store application-related secrets like access keys and connection strings. It also supports storing cryptographic keys, which you can then use in several cryptographic functions like message, signing, encryption, and decryption. Access to the Key Vault can be controlled on two levels. The first level is the management plane, which is used to configure the Key Vault itself. This level is protected by using RBAC. The second level is the data plane, which is used by applications to store and query the sensitive data. Access to this level is managed by policies that are applied to the Key Vault. It uses the same mechanisms as RBAC, so you can assign access to users, groups, and apps. Note that whoever has contributor level access to the management plane can grant themselves access to the data plane. When configuring applications to access the Azure Key Vault, use a certificate installed on the host server to authenticate the application. This way you don't have to store the key to the vault in plain text in the application.